Did you record that?
I should have.
My dog's over here waiting to kill somebody. Your dog's like,
have to compete. Their dog's competing against another dog when it's just, I mean, it's a training scenario. They don't understand that though.
Yeah. And it's you getting better at handling.
Right.
You learning the ropes, learning,
Yeah, I think that helps a lot, man. Just learning, just learning that all I have to do is worry about my dog. Sometimes, though, it does take somebody from the outside being like, look, you're not competing. You know, you're just here learning. They're trying to learn. You're not trying to be better than their dog. You're just trying to better yourself as a handler and your dog as a contestant.
Yeah. Everybody's dog, like this dog may have already gone through the prey building phase and the focus heal phase and so on and so forth. But you coming in, your dog don't know anything. So you kind of got to start from scratch. And you got to know that you're not alienated because you're starting
Exactly
from a different place, you know?
Yeah, that's the first thing I think a lot of handlers have to do is wrap their head around the fact that you have all the dogs are at different levels. None of these dogs are at the same place, and none of them are perfect. Every single dog that you're going to see in any training scenario is going to have issues, or they haven't started anything. So that wrapping their head around that, you know, as a handler, trainer, owner, whatever, is sometimes difficult, I think. Good job.
Hey Dennis, you said to do a pillow or a wedge?
I would do a pillow.
Why you prefer pillow?
Makes them bite harder. It makes them open their mouth more. And there's the ALM pillows are kind of tough, so it really makes them compress.
That one right there?
Yeah, that's the one I have. It makes them bite. They have to bite hard to hold on to it.
Okay. I was thinking that's big.
Why Street League? Like, what makes you prefer Street League?
I like Street League because the idea behind it is trying to create solidarity within the sport dog community. You know, in a lot of protection sports, it's real cliquey. You know, these guys like these guys don't like these guys. There's a lot of trash talking. You know, you can't get into this trial because it's all filled with my club. The basis behind Street League is to create uniformity, you know, solidarity, have a good working community where you can go from club to club and be welcome, you know. So I like that. I like the scenarios. Everything is more kind of real life based. Even though it's a sport, it's kind of a platform that anybody from straight up PPD dog, family protection dog, to high end sport dog, everybody can compete and feel welcomed in it. So.
Good girl, bird. Good girl, bird. You can have your purse back.
So here's what I take the purse.
Hi,
Puppy.
I'm Corey Stiles from Evry K9 in California.
So what scenario are we about to go over right now?
So right now we're going to be going over the picnic table. We're going to be walking through step by step on how to do it, getting people ready for trial, and helping troubleshoot what they're having problems with their dog. Not all dogs are the same. Each one of them is going to have little quirks that you're going to have to work on, whether it's the dog or the handlers. The first scenario is picnic table.
Hey, it's a nice day, ain't it? Woo! It's a big dog.
Good, and during this, at any point that she gives you the eye contact or anything you like, go ahead and reward her. Yeah.
Day.
enjoying the weather, sir.
And the weather. It's nice weather.
Sit.
That purse matches my truck.
It does.
Yeah, it should be my purse. You don't.
Scenario will be bag snatch. So what'll happen is you'll be walking along, stopping at one cone, talking to the decoy real quick, probably do a little fist bump. You got to make sure your dog doesn't interact with the decoy at that time. Then you walk past the cone, the decoy will walk behind you about 5 paces, run up, steal the bag, and take off running, and then you have your dog engage the decoy.
What?
Okay, so next time you go to center, you'll drop the ball. This is why we have training. Go ahead and grab your purse.
What?
Yeah, go ahead and hit him a couple more times. Don't be afraid to smack him in the head either. There you go. Good. One more good counter and out him.
Oh, yes.
Good, go ahead, Adam. Take your time.
Arson out.
Relax. Little pops. Little pops.
Arson out.
Little bit harder.
Out.
He's coming. He's coming.
He's coming.
No, he's coming. There he goes.
There he goes.
Sit him.
The third scenario is the carjacking. So the carjacking is hard for most dogs, especially if they're handler dependent, because in the carjacking, the handler is not in the car. You actually get out of the car, wait a few seconds, and then the decoy engages the car. So your dog has to know to engage the decoy by itself.
What do you think is the future of just dog sports in general? Do you feel like they're growing? Do you feel like they're declining?
And that's a good question. I think that there are some sports that are definitely in decline. There are a couple, the two, there's a couple sports that are really growing. Street League is a growing sport. We're getting a lot of people that are looking towards it. A lot of people are crossing over from other sports into this. We've got some guys, law enforcement dogs are coming to compete. So Street League is growing. There's other sports that are growing. Some of the sports are declining. So I would say that dog sports in general are probably going to increase as others fall off, but it just depends on how these animal rights stuff goes. In Europe they ban sticks from sports, so that can cause a decline.
Do you feel like some clubs or sports in itself are older people are attracted to those?
Oh, absolutely.
Or some other sports, like maybe a younger crowd or more diverse crowd is attracted to?
For sure. I would say IGP, IPO, those kind of sports, I definitely see an older crowd of people with that one. All the dogs that I've worked with IGP dogs, IPO dogs, Shetson, whatever, they're always older handlers. They've been doing it a long time, and they're not changing. I don't know if it's because of they like the eloquence of the obedience, or maybe they don't like the image that some of the suit sports portray. You got PSA, and you got the big, strong, scary decoys that are delivering stick hits to the dog, and a lot of older folks don't really like that, so they're more drawn towards that. Street League the same way. Decoys bring a lot of heat. It's flashy, it's loud, it's a big production too. A lot of older folks won't like that, so I think a younger crowd is drawn more towards PSA, towards Street League. French ring, Mondio ring is another one that kind of has a whole mix. It's really diverse.
Some of the elements that's in Street League, what sport would you say that they come from?
Oh man, to be honest, I think there's a mix of a lot of sports into Street League. That's the beauty of it. We have some of our catches that we do as decoys that are based off of French ring catches. Some of the stuff we do does have some PSA similarities. Some of the stuff where we're really pressuring the dog visually, staring the dog down and stuff, you have a lot of IPO, IGP kind of stuff in that. So I think you can find elements of most sports in K9 Street League.
As far as how y'all catch the dog, where does that come from?
Most of our catches are based off of, the predominant target area is the left bicep, which you're going to see a lot in KNPV, PSA. Those guys are predominantly left bicep catches. So our catches are the left bicep, but then you have...
Say it again. Say something else.
this guy. So we like to see more people come out, get involved, even if you don't have a dog. You know, coming out and hanging out with the club, talking to people, coming to see trials. Just get involved.
It's really motivational. It'll make you want to work your dog. It'll make you want to get out, become more active.
Yeah.
Meet new people.
Yep.
Form a camaraderie, you know.
Absolutely. I know even for myself, I'm a trainer, I'm a decoy, I own a dog company, and I get burnt out sometimes, but then I come to things like this, I come to a street league event, and it kind of rekindles that fire for you. So I say, even if you don't have a dog or you're lazy on working your dog, come out and do one of these, meet people, and it'll bring the fire back so you can start working your dog and help you get more involved in this.
It'll kind of reinvigorate you, like motivate you.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
And then when you see everybody's dog at a different place, then you don't feel as like out of place, because it might be a puppy right here or
For sure.
a full mature dog over here. So you know you can bring your dog and just kind of fit right in the mix and not feel awkward or weird, you know.
Yeah, the good thing about the street league people, clubs, decoys, whatever, is that everyone is welcomed with open arms. You know, I've been all over, from California, Florida, Colorado, Memphis, with street league clubs and groups, and every single place I go is like welcome. The community that we have in street league, I feel like, is a very welcoming community. Everyone gets along really well, despite backgrounds or training styles or whatever. When people come to this, it's like one big family.
Is street league the next big thing?
Man, I sure hope so.